Okay, we want to talk about point lights within Vizrt T5. We have our scene open that we've been working with within our lights. We have a wall which we can receive shadows and put lights on. We have a floor which can receive shadows and put lights on. And we have a couple of elements here that we're going to actually light and cast shadows on. Now it's time to add our point light. We're going to add a group down here by clicking or dragging a group. If you want to rename it to point light, you can. We're going to go into our plugins. We're going to search and or find our light V4 plugin. We're going to drag that onto our container. It changes that container icon to a light icon, and we can click on that light and go into the light editor. Now, by default, when we add a light V4 plugin, the default setting is a point light. And you can think of a point light as a light that's emitted from a single point into all directions. Think of it as a classic light bulb, for instance. Before we change the settings, we're going to place this light so that we can see it within our scene. So I'm going to move it back into Z space right around our cogwheel here so that we'll be able to see it. And maybe we'll need to go into the light, increase the intensity and or specular and or radius to begin to see it. And as I do that, I can start to see it on the cogwheel here. Now, since this is like a light bulb, it will have fall off and is influenced by the position. So as we move the position is when we'll be able to see this light a little bit better. And as you can see, we moved it back in Z space and moved it down towards the floor. And once it starts hitting the floor, the light starts bouncing here. Now we have our intensity and our specular turned up. We also turned up the radius, so we could increase the radius, continue, or decrease it, and decrease the specular intensity as well. So with a point light, as we rotate this around, you can see that with the bounding box on, that the light is actually rotating, but the rotation of the light doesn't affect anything. This is all about the position of the light. As we reposition it, you can see how that it's affecting the elements within the scene. Here we have it hitting the cogwheel, and you can see how that affects the inside and outside of the cogwheel. If we were to move it over, it would now start affecting the cannon, and you can move that forward and backward in Z space to have it affect whatever you want. Again, go back, jump back into the lights. If you wanted to add a different color in a particular area of that cannon, you could, and then increase the intensity and or radius of it all. You have your enable shadow settings within this light. So once you turn that on and start repositioning your lights, you'll be able to start getting shadows. As we changed our light to green, you can see how that affects it. And if we copy this light, we'll change one to red and spread the positions out here. Red on the cannon will increase the radius and intensity, and you can see how that is affecting the cannon there with that red light. We also have the other green light, which is affecting the cogwheel here. So that's how the color will affect the light and what it's lighting.